Well, this is the first ever ITHSW WCHL Game of the Week. I'm Stephen Marsh. We're at City National Arena here in Las Vegas. It is a midnight game. I've got plenty of caffeine in me and ready to go. Tonight, UNLV, the Skating Rebels, coming off a 2-win weekend against Illinois last week, and are going to take on the Skating Utes, who took care of Arizona at home 2-0. We're going to hear from both coaches here at the pregame. We'll show you some footage of the game. And then after the game, we'll get some sound from the winning coach and a player from the winning team as well. So again, this is our ITHSW WCHL Game of the Week here from City National Arena in Las Vegas. It's the midnight game. What better way to kick it all off? Okay, we're back. This is our ITHSW WCHL. It's our first ever Game of the Week, and what better way to do it than a midnight game here in Las Vegas. We've got University of Utah visiting UNLV. We're with the head coach, Morgan Feenie. Morgan, thanks. It's nice to meet you in person. Welcome.
Nice to meet you in person too, Steve.
So let's talk first about your games last week against Arizona. We kind of had you on the podcast, and we talked about how you guys wanted to make some noise, and certainly you did that with a couple of home wins against Arizona. So maybe just kind of recap those games against Arizona.
Yeah, I was on the podcast last week, and I had big expectations for the boys, and I think they came out and proved everyone that I wasn't lying there, and we're hoping to do the same here against UNLV tonight. But no, we came out firing right away, and second night we gave it to them even more. So.
Yeah, so what did it feel like being back on the ice? That was the other thing too, with the build-up of this season, not having the season last year, and now being able to get out on the ice. How nice was that to get back out there?
It was awesome. I think the pent-up energy that we had definitely translated into the success that we had as a team. Obviously I was hired back in August of 2020, so it was a year and a half of really wanting to get my team out there and actually being able to coach, and so it was a fantastic environment, and seems like UNLV here is doing the same. They've got a tailgate outside, and the boys are excited to go.
Here we are. This is a midnight game. It's getting ready for a midnight game. So how is the team ready for this midnight game, and what's it been like as you guys traveled here today?
Yeah, so I think it's a first for a lot of these guys. It's a first for myself as a coach, but it's the same ritual. It's just delayed in the day. We got up, got our stuff ready. We traveled down here, had team dinner, checked in, and then it's normal. We do our protocol. We come in, the boys get ready, and it's business as normal.
Okay, let's talk about UNLV now. This is a team that they won their first 2 games last week against Illinois. What did you see from that, if you had a chance to study that, and what do you expect from UNLV tonight?
Yeah, I definitely watched their tape. Looks like a strong team. They definitely handled Illinois very well. Fast-paced, aggressive. We did notice they're aggressive on their penalty kill. They're aggressive on their forecheck. So hopefully we're prepared. We did the best that we could this week in practice to prepare the boys, but they looked great, and we're expecting a very competitive game today. Okay,
so what's one key what's going to be the big factor of how it's going to take for you guys to beat UNLV here this morning, whatever you want to call it?
Just sticking to our game, sticking to our systems. I think our systems are great, and we'll see how they do against this team. They performed pretty well against Arizona, as we know, but different team, different style. So telling the guys stick to their game, and I think that'll help deliver some success for us.
Well, either way, it should be fun. It's going to be a midnight game, and it's fun that you guys could be part of this with UNLV as they're doing this for the first time. Coach Feenie, thanks for joining us, and good luck to you tonight and also the whole weekend.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, we're continuing on. This is our first ever ITHSW WCHL Game of the Week, and it's UNLV and Utah midnight game here from Vegas. This time now we've got the UNLV head coach, Vignieri-Greener. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, so first off, how do you feel? This is a midnight game. This is the first time you guys are ever doing it. What's the mood of the team and you guys going into this midnight game?
Well, obviously, it's something new for everybody. Some of the guys, no one's really played on it. They used to have it for the Wranglers, get some sorority and Greek life and fraternity into it. Also, sorry about that. Also, the industry people here in Vegas, give them a chance to see a game because that's where they make their money. But I think we moved our pregame skate back. We replicated everything we would do time-wise, so all the guys should have a good time and should be a good crowd.
Okay, so let's talk about last week. You guys finally were able to start your season. You had a couple of games against Illinois. They weren't perfect games, but you guys got the win. So just kind of talk about your games last weekend against Illinois and starting the season 2-0.
We have high expectations and high standards. We could be better. We got 2 wins, so you can't complain there. Like I said, we're going to get better as the season goes on. 12 practices, that's all we had. An inter-squad game, and then we got right back into it. So, tonight will be better.
Okay, just as we talked about, this is last week was the first time you guys were able to play in what, a year and a half. So what was that like, just being back out on the ice and being able to play games again?
Like we talked about, it was just exciting to be in front of the fans, get back in the swing of things. When you don't play, you find out really how much you miss something. And I know I missed it. I know the rest of the coaching staff missed it, and I know the players miss it even more.
Okay, so let's talk about the opponent tonight, Utah. Utah is a team that they want to make some noise in this WCHL, and they started off with a couple of impressive wins against Arizona at home. So what do you need to do to prepare yourselves against Utah tonight?
Yeah, like they said, they had a sweep against a really good opponent last weekend, but I'm not necessarily focused on them. I'm just worried about our guys, play our systems, do what we do best, and it'll be a good game.
And let's talk a little bit about some standout players already in the early going. The Johnson and Johnson boys are off to a good start, good goaltending. How important are they to your team?
Yeah, it starts with Wickson. He stood on his head when we needed to. And then Johnson brothers, along with a few others, just leading by example, getting out there, not necessarily getting on this point sheet every night, but just doing the little things, finishing their hits, getting pucks deep, getting pucks on net. So they're just doing their job.
Well, anyway, it should be a fun night. It's a midnight game, and we'll see what happens. But thanks for talking a little bit here before the game.
Thanks for having me, Marcy.
Big home win, but your team has a full day basically like between games. So how do you think that's going to change the way the team's going to come out after that full day of rest?
Well, I think they need it. Obviously, playing a midnight game, weird on their schedule. Get a lot of sleep. Go right back at it Saturday afternoon.
Awesome, Coach. So you guys have gotten kind of into a habit here of kind of winning dramatically. Is that something we're going to see moving forward, or is that going to change?
I hope not. We'll stay out of the box and bury teams when we can. If we play 5-on-5, we're better than that team, and we win 5-1, 6-1.
Gotcha. And Coach, so you knocked off the Utes, obviously, and last week they knocked off the Arizona Wildcats, which was one of the top programs in the ATHA. So how does that feel knowing that you're kind of starting to establish yourselves as the top dogs in the conference?
Yeah, I'm not really worried about those guys. I know with the room that we have, they should be kind of chasing us. That's where I stand on that. I'm more worried about the guys in our room than the other teams.
All right, Coach, last question I got for you. So Max and Alec have another big night. Brendan has a big night as well. Zach makes some big saves. Can you just talk about the blessing of those guys?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, it starts with Wicks back end, and our D core held it down, and then we offense chipped in when we needed to. So it's a team win.
Now, going into the midnight game, we talked about the expectations of what we were going to see, and just talk about what the crowd was like tonight, because it was the loudest I think I've ever. One of the loudest crowds I think I've ever heard here.
Yeah, to have students here, obviously it's a different atmosphere. The chants were good. Get the boys going, kind of get you going right away. So awesome to see that many students in the building.
All right. You had a big goal there in that second period. Can you just kind of talk about how the momentum changed after you guys got those couple goals?
Yeah, I think the momentum definitely changed, but I think it was a team play. The goal was definitely a turning point in the game, and I think we kind of bounced back after that goal and just kept coming. But I mean, overall, I think every goal today was pretty much a team play.
What did it feel like playing in this game at midnight? I mean, the crowd tonight was really on fire, and just it's a change of obviously from playing a normal game. But what was it like playing this late game?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was unique. I think it was like a trial game with the Greek life and everything. They definitely turned up, and it was great motivation for us, and I hope that it's something that we can do every year from now on. Now,
a little bit about this rivalry with Utah, because over the last few years, these games have always been kind of physical and a lot of close games. Just what is it about this team and just when these two teams get together that just makes it such a exciting game? And
yeah, I think that they're one of the teams that doesn't exactly have the most skill in the league, which means that they compete every game because they almost have to. So it's a game that every single night we play them. It's it's a battle, and we have to play to them, or else we can fall short and lose.
And then one more about the next game, of course, against Utah again. And what do you guys have to do, especially with the penalty size? Because again, a lot of penalties tonight, and just staying within your game and just doing all those things to be successful.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to discipline. That's what our coaches harp on us all the time about. I don't think that's probably one component of our game that we haven't really done, and we need to work on. And I think once we do that and we're 5-on-5, there's really no reason we should be losing to anyone.
Monster night out of your 3-point game tonight. How did it feel out there with the crowd and everything?
It's definitely new from playing last year, not even playing any games, and then coming into here, having an environment like that definitely gets the boys going.
The chemistry you have with your brother is pretty amazing. I mean, what's it like playing out there with your brother and just you guys have factored in almost every goal that UNLV scored this year. You guys have been involved.
I don't know, just playing on the pond all the time, just messing around one-on-one. We just kind of created a little chemistry, I guess, and being twins.
All right, so obviously another big game coming up tomorrow night. What do you guys have to do differently?
Stay out of the box and just play disciplined, and we'll run teams over if we do that.
And then, just this Utah team is, coming in, they were 2-0, beat a good Arizona team, and you guys beat them here. And just what is it about, what is it with this team that always makes for exciting games?
I have no idea since I don't have the rivalry with them,
right.
But I mean, we're, I guess, creating one here, but we should be ready to go. We shouldn't even be playing with these guys, we should be running them out. We just need to stay disciplined.
3 games, 3 wins on the season. So how do you feel the team's played in front of you so far this year?
They played really great. Every time we're on the penalty kill, they block a lot of shots, make it really easy for me, keep the shots to the outside. So, but every time I need to make a big save, I can make it. But I've just been playing really good, really solid defensive core in front of us this year, so it's good.
Kind of again, just bouncing off of that, just talking about you personally. What's going on out there? Like, what's making you see the puck so well?
Really, it's just all my pregame routine, warm-ups, just making sure I'm ready to go for the game, making sure my eyes are good, and always worried about that first shot. And once that first shot's saved, we're good to go for the rest of the game.
Okay, so I want to talk about this midnight game. The crowd tonight was really great. We had a great group of people behind the glass cheering you on, and of course Braz and the other goalie. What was it like out there on the ice, just having all those people in the stands and the energy in here tonight for this midnight game?
Oh, it's awesome. Like when you go skate out and you see that many people chanting your name and chanting your it's just so exciting and makes you want to go out there and play so much more and play for them and get a win for them because they came all the way here at midnight to watch us play. So want to play good in front of those fans. So it's good.
Well, it's about 3 a.m. now. I'm half awake. The crowd is gone. It's quiet in here now, but it was noisy in here tonight as UNLV and Utah played in UNLV's first ever midnight game here in Las Vegas, and it was a victorious win for UNLV tonight by a score of 5-2. So our first ever ITHSW WCHL game of the week will go to UNLV with the win. The Johnson brothers again factoring in this game, and Zach Wickson again strong for UNLV. Even though UNLV took a ton of penalties, they were able to keep Utah really at bay with the penalty killing. So that was good to see. So that's it. Yeah, that's it for. I'm going to go get some sleep, and I think these guys are all going to get some sleep. And we're going to try to do this again next week with our next our ITHSW game of the week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. For now, though, from City National Arena, this is Stephen Marsh. Good night or good morning, everybody.